Good morning, students. In the last class we discussed about the profit and loss, the basic formulas related to the profit, loss and profit percentage and loss percentage. Everything I mentioned you in the last class, and we are continuing with some problems. Okay, and look there on the board, I have two problems here. See, 5b and then 5a. I numbered it as 5a and 5b, so I am going to solve these two problems here. Just have a look at these two problems. The first one is 5a. What is the problem? If a person sold a dress at a profit of 14%, he is selling a dress at a profit of 14%. Had he sold it for 15 rupees more, 17% would have been gained, and we need to find the cost price. See, we don't know the cost price of dress. We need to find the cost price of the dress, and as per the information, a person is selling the dress at a profit of 14%, and he is thinking if he sells for more value of 15 rupees, then he would gain 17%. With this information, we need to find out the cost price. First of all, let us analyze the situation. A person bought the dress with some amount, and that is the cost price. See, if the person, in one case, the person is selling the dress at a profit of 14%. Okay, this is the profit. And in the other case, the person is selling the dress at a profit of 17%. Okay. See, in this case, it is the selling price 1. And in this case, if you say it is selling price 2. As per the information, if the person is selling with a profit of 14%, this is the selling price, and if you rise this selling price by 15 rupees more, then you need to get selling price 2. This is the information mentioned in the question. Okay, you need to analyze in such a manner. See, if CP is the cost price, and if he is selling for 14%, you will get selling price 1. Okay, and if you add 15 rupees more, it will be selling price 2, and that selling price 2 will generate a profit of 17%. With this picture, we need to find out the cost price. See, in the first case again, since 14% is the profit, this selling price can be written as, how we need to write the selling price? See, since 14% is the profit, as we discussed in the last class, this selling price 1 is just nothing but 114% of cost price. Okay, whereas since it is selling price 2 and 17% is the profit, this selling price 2, because 17% is the profit, we can write it like 117% of cost price. Is it clear? Okay, or otherwise I will give you here. Okay, selling price 1 plus 15 is equals to selling price 2. Okay, as we know that this selling price 1 is nothing but 114% of cost price plus 15 is equals to 117% of cost price. See, both are on the cost price, selling price 1 and selling price 2. If you observe, this is 114% and that is 117%. By how much we need to add for this 114 to get 117 is clearly 3, and that's why this 15 is just nothing but 3%. If you send that side, you will get that. Okay, 3% of cost price is equals to 15, and we need to solve it. 3 by 100 into cost price is equals to 15, 3 5s, and if you send 100 that side, at the end cost price value is 500 rupees. Just have a look at this problem. First of all, you need to analyze the situation. See, there is a dress with an amount of CP, cost price, and the person is thinking about that. If in one case, if he sells at 14% profit, in the other case, if he sells at 17% profit, the difference between these two selling prices is given as 15 rupees, and that's why the difference between these two selling prices is just 3%, and that 3% of cost price is 15. So at the end, the cost price of the dress is what? 500 rupees. Okay, just have a look. Similar to this 5a, now there is a chance to solve 5b. You just go through this 5a and then try to solve 5b. See, every problem is of the same type, okay? It involves with some cost price, selling price, profit and loss. We need to analyze the situation. We need to analyze the question. First of all, you just look at the question. What is given? A dealer sold a chair at a loss of 5%. In this previous problem, a person is selling a dress with a profit. Here in this problem, a dealer is sold a chair at a loss of 5%. And had he sold it for 150 rupees more, okay, if he sold the dress for 150 rupees more, what will happen? He would have gained 10%, okay. Had he sold it for 150 rupees more, he would have gained 10%, okay. Right, for what value should he sell it in order to gain 20%? Okay, see, three different situations are there in the problem. You need to analyze it. First of all, the dealer is selling the chair at a loss of 5%. Okay, so since he is selling at a loss of 5%, there is one selling price. Okay, and he is thinking that if he has 150 rupees more for that selling price 1, then you will get selling price 2, and this selling price will give him a profit of 10%. In the first case, a loss of 5%. In the second case, a profit of 10%. And in these two cases, the difference between the selling prices is given as 150 rupees. And with this idea, as we discussed in 5A, we are able to find cost price. And after knowing the cost price of the chair, then the question is about to find the selling price in order to gain 20%. Is it clear? So we need to gain 20% on that cost price of the chair. So see, that selling price we need to calculate. So first of all, as we discussed in the previous problem, you just analyze the situation. See, there is a cost price for the chair. In the first case, he is selling with a loss of 5%, so use -5. And in the second case, he is selling with a profit of 10%, so use plus 10%. And in this case we have selling price 1, and here it is what? Selling price 2. As mentioned in the problem, this selling price 1 plus 150 rupees is equals to selling price 2. That's very clear. And now you need to think about what is selling price 1 and what is selling price 2. So selling price 1, since there is a loss of 5%, cost price minus 5% of cost price, so 100 minus 5, we need to take 95% of the cost price. Okay, this is selling price 1. Then what is selling price 2? Here there is a profit of 10%. We need to add 10% of the cost price to the cost price, and that will be 110% of the cost price. Since it is profit, 100 plus 10, and since it is less loss, 100 minus 5. And this 95% of the cost price plus 150 is equals to 110% of the cost price. You just analyze this case, okay? 95% of the cost price plus 150 is equals to 110% of the cost price. So send this 95% that side and you will get a difference of 15%, okay? Therefore, 15% of the cost price is equals to 150. Yeah, 15% means 15 by 100, okay? So 15 by 100 into cost price is equals to 150. 15 ones 15, and then if you simplify, you will get that cost price of the chair as 1000 rupees. See, the cost price of the chair is 1000, but what they are asking? They are asking us to find the selling price to gain 20%. Now, selling price to gain 20%. Selling price to gain 20% is, since there is a gain of 20%, then in that case always the selling price is 100 plus 20, 120% of cost price, and that is equals to 120 by 100 into that cost price is 1000. We need to simplify. So 2 zeros we will get cancelled, okay, and then you get it as 1200 rupees, and that is the selling price to gain a profit of 20%. Just go through the problem. Yeah, 61. Balu sells a purse. So now this is selling about a purse. The previous problem, one case selling a dress, in other case selling a chair, and in this case selling a dress. And selling a dress, and he need to sold it at a loss of 20%. He is selling at a loss of 20%. And if he had bought it for 10 rupees less and sold it for 110 rupees more, okay, then he would have gained a profit of 50%. Then we need to find the cost price. That's the situation. You just analyze the situation first. See, బాలు అనే వ్యక్తి ఒక పర్స్ సేల్ చేస్తున్నాడు. ఓకే, సో అతను కనుక సేల్ చేసినప్పుడు 20% లాస్ సేల్ చేసేసాడు. అయితే అతను ఏం ఆలోచిస్తున్నాడంటే, అనుకుంటున్నాడు, ఫర్ సపోజ్ అతను దాన్ని కొని ఉంటాడు కదా, బాలు అనే అతను పర్సును కొని పర్సును అమ్మేశాడు. ఒక పర్సు కొని దాన్ని 20% లాస్కి అమ్మేశాడు. ఆ తర్వాత అతను ఏం ఆలోచిస్తున్నాడంటే, ఫర్ సపోజ్ అతను కనుక యాక్చువల్గా కొన్నదానికంటే 10% తక్కువ కాస్ట్ కొనుంటే, అలానే ఎంత కాస్ట్కి అయితే అమ్మాడో దానికంటే 110 రూపీస్ ఎక్కువగా అమ్ముంటే అప్పుడు 50% ప్రాఫిట్ వచ్చుండేది అనేది బాలు అనే వ్యక్తి ఆలోచన. ఒకసారి మీ క్వశ్చన్ జాగ్రత్తగా అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. ఇక 2 సిచ్యువేషన్స్. బాలు అనే వ్యక్తి ఒక పర్సును కొన్నాడు, కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ కొన్నాడు, సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్కి అమ్మేశాడు. ఆ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్లో ఆ బాలు అనే పర్సన్కి వచ్చిన ప్రాఫిట్ ఎంత అంటే, అది లాస్ ఎంత అంటే 20% అయిపోయింది. ఇప్పుడు బాలు ఏమని ఆలోచిస్తున్నాడంటే, యాక్చువల్ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ కంటే 10%గా తక్కువగా నేను కొనుంటే, యాక్చువల్ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ కంటే 150 రూపీస్ ఎక్కువకి నేను అమ్ముంటే అప్పుడు నాకు వచ్చే ప్రాఫిట్ 50% అనేది బాలు ఆలోచన అంటున్నాను నేను. ఓకేనా, యూ జస్ట్ లుక్ ఎట్ దిస్. ద ఫస్ట్ కేస్, బాలు బాట్ ద పర్స్ ఎట్ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్, అండ్ ఇన్ దిస్ కేస్ బాలు ఈజ్ సెల్లింగ్ దట్ పర్స్ ఎట్ ఎ లాస్ ఆఫ్ 20%, and in this case we have selling price. You just say that, okay, we have selling price, right? And in the next case, what Balu is saying is, you just say it as selling price 1, right? If he bought it at 10% less, for suppose if he bought it for 10% less, ఈ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ కంటే 10% తక్కువకి కొనుంటే, ఈ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ కంటే 10% తక్కువ అంటే అదేమవుతుంది, 90% ఆఫ్ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ అవుతుంది. దీనికంటే 10% తక్కువ. దట్ ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ వీ నీడ్ టు సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ 10% ఆఫ్ దిస్ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్. మనం చెప్పుకున్నాం 10% డిక్రిమెంట్ జరిగితే 100 - 10, ఇంక్రిమెంట్ జరిగితే 100 + 10. సిన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ డిక్రిమెంట్ ఆఫ్ 10%, సో 100 - 10, 90% ఆఫ్ ద కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్. ఇప్పుడు ఈ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ కంటే ఏం చేయాలి నేను, ఈ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ యాక్చువల్ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ కంటే 10% తక్కువకి కొనుంటే, అండ్ ఈ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ కంటే ఫర్ సపోజ్ నేను ఒక 110 రూపీస్, ఓకే, ఒక 110 రూపీస్ ఎక్కువకి అమ్ముంటే, దిస్ ఈజ్ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ 2. అండ్ యాజ్ పర్ ద డిస్కషన్, ఇన్ దిస్ న్యూ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ అండ్ న్యూ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ దేర్ ఈజ్ ఎ ప్రాఫిట్ ఆఫ్ 50%. And this is the complete picture related to the problem. That's what you need to identify first. Once again, just look there. ఈ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ కొన్నాడు, 20% లాస్ అమ్మేశాడు, అండ్ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ 1 ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు అతని ఆలోచన, ఈ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ కంటే 10% తక్కువకి అంటే 90% ఆఫ్ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్కి కొనుంటే, ఈ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ కంటే 110 రూపీస్ ఎక్కువగా అంటే ఈ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్కి అమ్ముంటే అప్పుడు వచ్చే ప్రాఫిట్ 50% అని ఆలోచిస్తున్నాడు. ఇట్లాంటి డిస్కషన్లో వచ్చి కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ ఎంతో మనం చెప్పగలగాలి. ఓకే, సో నౌ యాజ్ వి డిస్కస్ ఇన్ ద ప్రీవియస్ కేస్, దిస్ ఈస్ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ అండ్ దిస్ ఈస్ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ 1. దేర్ ఇస్ ఎ లాస్ ఆఫ్ 20%. సో దిస్ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ 1 is nothing but, since లాస్ 100 - 20, సో 80% ఆఫ్ ద కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్. అండ్ ఇక్కడ చూడండి, సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ 2. ఈ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ 2 ఎలా ఫామ్ అవుతుంది, 50% ప్రాఫిట్ ఆన్ దిస్ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్. 50% ప్రాఫిట్ అంటే 100 + 50. We need to write it like 150% of this cost price. That is nothing but what, 90% of the cost price. Okay, and this 80% of the cost price is first selling price plus 110 rupees is equals to 150% of 90% of cost price, because always selling price is 100 plus profit percent of that particular cost price. Here this selling price is 100 plus 50, 150% of this cost price. So 150% of 90% of the cost price. At the end we have a logical line that 80% of this cost price is plus 110 is equals to 150% of 90% of the cost price. From there we need to calculate cost price value. There ends the situation. So how to calculate? This is 80% of the cost price and this is 150% of 90% of the cost price. You just try to simplify it. Okay, can I solve the problem? See, one thing is directly using percentages we can simplify, and the other way is by converting it to fractions also. See, directly how to simplify. Just have a look at this. This is 80% of the cost price. Now, yeah. See, my idea is, first of all, this is 150% of 90% of cost price. Okay, just you try to simplify this part. 150% means 150 by 100 into 90 by 100 into cost price. Two zeros will get cancelled. Now you just think about it. 15 into 9 is 135 by 100 into cost price. So which is nothing but 135% of cost price. See, 150% of 90% of cost price is nothing but 135% of cost price. So this is 80% of the cost price plus 120, and this is what? 135% of the cost price. At the end, 80% of the cost price plus 110 is equals to 135%. And since we have this situation, what to say about this 110? This 110 is the difference between these two values. Therefore, the difference is 55% of the cost price is equals to 110. And 55% means 55 by 100 into cost price is equals to 110. 55 twos, and at the end cost price is equals to 200, and that 200 is your answer. Just have a look. Okay, first of all we need to analyze the situation, and the second part is simplification. To simplify without entering into the fractions, I just simplified in terms of percentages only. This 150% of 90% of cost price is 135% of cost price. So 80% and this is 135%. The difference value is 55%. 55% of 120 and then cost price is 200. Okay, just have a look. If you have any doubts, just raise your hands. Just look at there. Now the seventh point is related to the market price and discount. Okay, market price is also termed as labeled price or printed price. Labeled price or printed price. Okay, so this price is the marked one actually, and usually on this market price the shopkeepers may give us some discount. See, where we will get discount? On the market price, and after allowing some discount on this market price, then we will reach to what? Selling price. So we need to discuss that. If there is a market price and on this market price we need to see, we will get some discount, and after that we reach to selling price, and this selling price is just nothing but, see, what is the selling price actually for that person? Yeah, the selling price is equals to market price minus discount. Okay, selling price is equals to market price minus discount, and in another way selling price is equals to market price minus discount, is right? And discount is what? From there the discount D is equals to market price minus selling price. See, this is the value of discount. Okay, and this discount usually happens as a difference between market price and selling price. So if you wish to calculate discount percent, as we calculated profit or loss on cost price, here we will calculate discount percent on the market price. So discount percent is equals to discount by market price into 100. Just have a look. Then coming to 7b. See, you just look there. See, if you wish to calculate discount, for the amount we use market price minus selling price, and for the discount percent we use discount by market price into 100. For suppose if discount percent is given, if discount is given as D percent, see, since discount is given as D percent, in the sense this is nothing but D percent of market price, that's the given thing. Since discount is given as D percent of the market price, Then what you say about selling price? Then selling price is equals to market price minus discount. Okay. Then what? Then that is equals to market price minus, what is the discount here? See, the discount here, it is D% of market price. Is it clear? Selling price is market price minus discount. So discount amount is the D% of the market price. Okay. If discount percent I know, then from there discount is D% of the market price. So market price minus D% of market price is equals to 100 minus D% of market price. So at the end, selling price is equals to 100 minus D% of market price. Just have a look. As we discussed in the profit and loss case, selling price is equals to 100 plus profit percent of cost price, as selling price is equals to 100 minus loss percent of cost price. Here in the case of discount, selling price is equals to 100 minus discount percent of market price. Okay, just have a look. See 7C and D. 7C, market price is 600, selling price is 510, and we need to calculate the percentage of discount. As we discussed, to calculate discount percent, we need discount and then discount percent. Okay, discount is how much? Discount is equals to market price minus selling price, as we discussed, and market price is 600, selling price is 510, and that amount is 90. Okay, right? So discount is the difference between market price and selling price, and that is 90. Then if you wish to calculate discount percent is discount by market price into 100. Here the discount is 90 divided by the market price is 600 into 100. We need to simplify. 106 is 600 and 90 by 6 is 15%, and that discount percent is 15%, and that's 7C. Once again have a look. You just listen if anybody have any see disturbance there. See, market price and selling price is given, and we need to calculate the percentage of discount. Percentage of discount is just nothing but discount by market price into 100. First of all, calculate the discount by the difference between selling price and market price, and then that discount percent is discount by market price into 100. On simplification, you will get that discount percent as 15%. There ends the problem, right? And in the other case, another problem 70 I mentioned you. A dealer prices an article 20% more than the cost price and allows a discount of 10% on it. Then find profit percent. Okay? See, you just look there. A dealer prices an article 20% more than the cost price. That in the sense what we need to mention? Market price is 20% more. That in the sense 120% of cost price. See, market price is 120% of cost price, because it mentions that marking it as 20% more than cost price. And then what you say about selling price? Selling price is equals to market price minus discount. Okay, yeah, here discount is given as 10%, and that's why we need to write as 10% is discount, 100 minus 10, 90% of market price is the discount. Just have a look at this. As per the given information, market price is 120% of the cost price, and selling price is market price minus discount, and that selling price is 90% of the market price. Therefore, selling price is 90% of what is this market price? As given, this market price is 120% of cost price. So 90% of 120% of cost price. The question is about to find the profit percent. Just think about it. Profit percent. See, selling price is equals to 100 plus some P percent of the cost price. Then we say that P as profit percent. So I will write it like this: 90 divided by 100 into 120 divided by 100 into cost price. So if you cancel out two zeros, then you left with 12 lines. 108 divided by 100 into cost price. See, 108 divided by 100 is nothing but 108% of cost price, and that is nothing but 100 plus 8% of cost price. Just look at this. Selling price is 100 plus 8% of cost price. Then from there it is very clear that profit is 8%. If selling price is some 100 plus x% of the cost price, then that x is the profit percent. Okay, with that idea here, the profit is 8%. Just have a look, and this is 7D. Any doubts? The next thing is eighth point. Okay, see, eighth point gives the relation between market price, cost price and selling price. Or you say market price versus cost price versus selling price. The relation, the link between these two items is mentioned at the eighth point. Just have a look. For suppose, if I have cost price, okay, yeah, then if I sold for some profit, then I reach it to cost price. And in the same way, if I have market price, then by giving some discount I will reach to selling price. So selling price can be formulated in two different ways. From the side of cost price, this selling price is 100 plus profit percent of cost price, and from the side of discount is the selling price is 100 minus D percent of market price. If you observe this particular line, which involves with cost price, selling price, market price, discount percent as well as profit percent, okay, and see, we don't know which way the relation between cost price and market price. This relation between this cost price and market price may be given as per the problem. Okay, but without the relation between cost price and market price, always we have such a line: 100 plus profit percent of cost price is equals to selling price is equals to 100 minus discount percent of market price. Very helpful line it is to solve different problems. Okay, just memorize it. The relation between cost price, market price, selling price along with discount percent and profit percent. Okay, just have a look.